The Cruel Boys have taken lead in the armies of destruction as the brains of the operation when representing the cunning of Mork. They are mean-spirited and looking to cause as much pain as possible. But before the Cruel Boys came crawling out of their swamps, the brains, and I use that term loosely, of the armies of destruction was through the guidance of the Gloomspite Gitz. Now you may be wondering, two factions that focus on the cunning side of Gorkamorka, how are they so different? Think of the Cruel Boys like the orcs in Lord of the Rings, a cruel and militant army. The Gloomspite Gitz, however, are more like gremlins, on shrooms. The Gloomspite Gitz are an alliance of insane grots, Warhammer's term for goblins, Troggoths, their term for trolls, Gargants, monstrous spiders, and barely tameable squigs. All these creatures can be found living or resting in the deep and dark regions of the mortal realms. The real brains of this misfit alliance are the Grots, a group of diminutive greenskins that lack the muscle-bound strength the other armies of destructions have in abundance. This does not mean the Grots are harmless, as they strike out with spite and unpredictability. Together as a group, they worship and are driven spiritually by the Bad Moon. This deified moon wanders the cosmos, biting other moons and blanketing regions in its sickly light. Wherever the Bad Moon goes, Grots are sure to follow. The Gloomspite Gitz believe that if they cause enough mayhem worthy of the Bad Moon's gaze, they can bring forth the EverDank, a utopia where the light of Hysh is extinguished and the realms are bathed in the Bad Moon's cursed light. But why is it so important for the Gloomspite Gitz to be in the light of the Bad Moon? Well, the magical energy irradiating from this moon causes widespread madness, breaking even the most civilized insane into fits of hysteria. For the Gloomspite, where madness is constantly nurturing in their conniving, mushroom-addled society, this frenzy is driven even further when bathed in the Bad Moon's light. Schemes and plots appear as visions and holy mandates for the Gitz. Plots and schemes that must be acted upon to keep their moon right where it is. The light of the Bad Moon makes squigs regrow to adulthood from their corpses in mere hours. Mushrooms sprout through the skin of those under its radiance. Dank, sickly blankets of fungal growth and spores enrich the lands. If this immortal twilight were to stay, if the Gloomspite could just commit enough entertainment for the Bad Moon, they could usher in the EverDank. The deep and dark regions of the realms that the Gloomspite Gitz had to huddle in order to hide from their surface-dwelling predators will consume the overland. Then, it's at that time that their enemies will know what it is like to have to hide in the shadows as the Gloomspite Gitz run wild on the mortal realms.